time to check out 2.4.0. Welcome mages, so this is kind of a quick video. We are going to look at 2.4.0, but we're not going to go through everything. We're just going to go through some of the important stuff that's come out of it. So the first thing is the Brilliant event, which is coming, a 2-part Brilliant event called Fighting Forces. Week 1 runs from the 8th to the 14th of October, and week 2 from the 22nd to the 28th of October. We have a new Portkey location, which is 12 Grimold Place. Which is, I love the place because it's kind of creepy. And we have new Portkey rewards, which we know are going to be Ollivander in Chains and a portrait of Phineas Nigellus. So, as usual, start freeing up your Portkey locations. I've now done a new method for my Portkeys where I only ever have one running, or maybe 2 running if I've got loads and loads of silver keys, and then 1 spare not running. And then what I do is I accumulate them all and then open them all at the same time when I get to the end. That way, that if a Brilliant event does crop up on me, which they do, I can immediately free up locations, and I only have 2 Portkeys sitting in there. So, yes, that's the new method I run for these. Because last time I've been caught out before, where I've had all my Portkey slots taken up and had a right hard time trying to click those Portkeys. So thanks to the Wizards Unite World article which I'm using for this video. They found some new foundables in code, but I'm going to skip over those purely because we found things in code before, such as the orders, which have never been implemented yet. So I'm going to skip that for now because I'm going to give people like false hope and all that stuff. By far the best feature to come from these updates is the skipping the return animation, which I find extremely useful. Especially when you're trying to move, gotta keep moving. It's very helpful. A pro tip on that one is that you can hit skip as soon as your spell hits that foundable, or that confoundable, I should say, because you're freeing the foundable, fighting the confoundable. Anyway, when your spell hits the confoundable, that's when you can start tapping. If you are successful, it'll immediately take you out to the reward screen. If you're not successful, then it will run through the animation. But it's a good way of knowing if you're successful early enough without having to see that whole changing colour thing. You can also skip the animation in the greenhouse when it does the whirly of the pots. I'm an old person, so I didn't find that a problem, but I can imagine that some people do. And also, you can use Bogrod in a photo mode, which I am gutted about because I was at the studio tour and I was in Gringotts, and then I left the tour, and as I was getting to the car, the update came out. So I missed out that opportunity, so I have to go back. So the portrait dot. You no longer have to dismiss every frame, lens, etc. to get rid of the dot for your ministry ID, which is extremely helpful. I found that, it's quite frustrating. It's funny what you find frustrating, isn't it? Now in your ministry ID, you can also tap and hold the ministry badge, and that'll tell you what that badge is. Unfortunately, that doesn't help me because my badges don't work. I put them in there, I'm a ministry ID, and if I come out the game and go back in again, they disappear. And no one can actually see those badges either. I have logged it on the WYSIWYG thing, on the bot, on the chat bot, but not heard anything back. And finally, they have added energy rewards to sponsored fortresses. Funny enough, in the other video, which should be coming up very shortly because I'll be recording it straight after this one, about Fortress Gate. Weirdly, this is one of the things I actually suggest in that video. Weirdly, I wrote that script before this change came out, so clearly me and Niantic WB somehow are working on the same level, although some of the decisions are questionable. So that's it for the update video. There are other things like bug fixes and stuff, and you can check out the link below to the Wizards Unite World article and have a look through there for more details. So until next time, get your wands ready, brush up on your spells, Wizards Unite.